Welcome back to Year in the Loft with Alex. Today is album 8, track 6, and like track 4 is a collaboration with my good friend Andrew from Nashville. Let's get to it. So, I actually started this track the other night whilst driving home. Sounds crazy, I know, and I pulled over on the side of the road and started writing some of the lyrics down and kind of like thoughts and ideas I had, and I didn't just stop once, I stopped twice. That's how engrossed I was in the song already. And then the next day I basically woke up, first thing I made was this, which I'll play, turn it up, which was like this string and like this loads of like backing, this vinyl crackle, like some Foley noise, which you can hear, and then a drum loop and some chords. And what it was, the reason I added the chords, all that stuff, was because I already had the melody in mind, which was kind of like this. So I just kind of worked out what the chords were, what key I was in, and jotted those down. And that's where I'm kind of at right now. I have lyrics kind of sporadically on my phone. I'm going to write them in my book and go from there. And I sent this idea to Andrew, and he sent back a bass, which you probably can't hear because it's super low, but just underneath the song. And what I need to do is finish writing, record vocals, and I will catch up with you when I'm done. Headphones on, all edited, all finished. Wow, it actually took a lot longer than I expected. I've put loads of production in, loads of effects, but yeah, let's jump straight into the project and I will show you everything I've done. Now, to start, I'm gonna start with the Foley sounds, which as you can hear are basically just there's a vinyl crackle and it's like a creek, water running. And then I added the string loop, which I played, and this percussion, drums, which I said, and then I added this synth. And already you can kind of hear where it's going with the super atmospheric vibes, lo-fi, very chill. There's a big track here which says Andrew's bass, which is Andrew's bass, as it says. And basically the track, I wanted to create quite a light and airy track so that underneath could just be Andrew's bass kind of doing his thing, which hopefully I've created basically. I did add a few more things, some bells, a piano, which I actually played in. And the rest of it was kind of just samples and stuff. There's this electric guitar sample here. Some flutes. A wave, vocal wave. Sounds like some birds or something, but it sounded really cool in the chorus. Some more flutes. Some more vocals. And then some really cool vocal R&B here, loop. And then basically rises, impacts, and that makes up the whole of the production. So if I solo all of the production and play you a bit of the chorus, you can hear, it's super airy, and then underneath is the bass. Now, moving on to the vocals, which I spent a while on kind of comping and getting right and making sure they sounded as perfect as they could. And I did tweak the melody a little bit, but it still sounds a lot like what I sung earlier. Let me play it for you. It all feels so empty. Night sky, streetlights, inside so lonely. One of those midnight drives. I know you're sleeping, dreaming about me. Oh, that's what I tell myself. Sometimes I hit red lights. And I think before I play the pre-chorus and the chorus, one thing that is interesting for me is that verse melody is quite simple, but lyrically it's nice. And then in the pre-chorus, which I'll play, like the melodies are not complex, but they kind of weave in and out of the other production that's going on. And lyrically, it really fits the vibe. This drive home is what the song's called. So yeah, I will play it. Sometimes I hit red lights and I let my mind wander for a moment. What if you're sad up hoping that I turn back to your door? It's all broken by a green light. I feel the crashing of emotion, and it's all in my mind. Into the chorus. Imagine what it feels like to drive home after making love, to drive home after being lost in your touch. I hate it, but I love it, cause I know I'll see you. And then basically, the choruses, the second and third chorus, just have loads and loads of ad-libs, loads of like backing. Imagine what it feels like to drive home after making love. And ad-libs. Oh yeah, I just wanna see you again, see you again, see you again. Home after being lost in your touch. I hate it, but I love it, cause I know I'll see you again. What it feels like after making love in your touch. And now, let me jump into the lyrics. So, verse 1 says, it all feels so empty, night sky, street lights, inside so lonely, one of those midnight drives. I know you're sleeping, dreaming about me, or that's what I tell myself. And this is genuinely just personal experience. As I explained, driving home, and I literally wrote those lines, like not all perfectly formed, but while I pulled over the car. Very, very real. You know, that's what it was for me in that moment. And sometimes writing a song so fresh in the moment is so good. And then the pre-chorus says, sometimes I hit red lights and I let my mind wander for a moment. What if you're sat up hoping that I turn back to your door? It's all broken by a green light. Because, you know, red, green lights when you're driving. It's all broken by a green light. I feel the crashing of emotion and it's all in my mind. And that emotion is the chorus. Imagine what it feels like to drive home after making love, to drive home after being lost in your touch. I hate it, but I love it because I know I'll see you again. So it is like a happy song, but like it feels like it should be sad, but it's not because, you know, because I know I'll see you again, and that repeats. And then verse 2, which I actually wrote today, I didn't write on the side of the road, which was, so I asked the question, am I crazy? My body's shaking, pain in my tired eyes. And what I mean by that is like, sometimes like you get so caught up in that like emotion when you're with that person that you kind of shake and you're like, I miss it so much. And then I don't want to want to stop my car. If I keep driving, I know we'll be further apart. So just kind of like a little bit of a rhyme change. And then back into the pre and back into the chorus. And yeah, like, as I said, sometimes just writing songs so fresh in the moment is so good because you get these super raw lyrics and you just say it how it is. And for me, that's what it was, driving home, super late. Yeah, and I guess this song means a lot to me, you know, and it's one of those, and I'm glad I've kind of collaborated with Andrew on it to kind of like give me that bass and give me that like bottom end to the track. But yeah, it's one of those that will kind of resonate with me for a long time because it's so real and because in that moment I felt it so much. So yeah, drive home. I'm very excited for you to hear the audio. If you do want to like read the lyrics, they will be in the description and the comments. And if you have enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Yeah, I'll be back in a few days' time for track 7. So yeah, bye-bye and peace.